You can introduce. You can even stop. What is this? Okay, we're editing this anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to start?
Yeah.
Okay. So this podcast is basically.
Don't say so.
Why not?
Because this podcast I'll not be able to cut so out.
But why do you want to cut so out? Okay, fine.
I think this should be in the background somewhere.
I think this should be it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I can't help saying so.
This podcast is about
Relationships, and this is coming from two people. My name is Jay,
my name is N.
and we're together. We've been college roommates for
We are not together, Jay.
Okay, we've been college roommates.
Yeah, you
for
make it sound
several
like we are
years.
together, like we're dating.
We're not dating, but we've been college roommates for like 3 years, and now it's 3 years after we graduated from college.
My God.
Yeah, and the reason why we wanted to do this podcast is because N here has started dating for the first time in a very, very long time.
In just 2 years, Jani, please don't make it sound like I've been dry forever.
You've been dry for a very long time, and you're 4 weeks into a new relationship. And
It's not a relationship.
Okay, 4 weeks into a thing that we don't know what it is yet. And I've been in a relationship for 4 years. So this is basically going to be back and forth about what our expectations are and everything. And we're from Pune City, and just throwing that in case that interests anybody.
Or if you want to meet either of us.
You can't meet us. We're not popular yet. Anyway.
But we do have an address.
Everyone has an address, Nisha. Oh fuck, I used your name. Okay, so our name is Nisha and Janhavi, and we can't really do anything about it now. It's in the podcast, and now we're going with it. Okay, Nisha, you want to start with expectations that you have in your new relationship?
Okay, first, one of the most important expectations that I have from my friends is they do not call it a relationship yet.
Okay.
In fact, I've told the guy explicitly that we're not even friends yet.
Yeah.
We've only known each other for 4 weeks. I think one of the most simple things that I want from this relationship
Yeah.
is that
Air quotes relationship.
relationship is that I want this guy to be able to see me from a point of view of not who I am today, but also my background, because I really take pride in the transition I've had from college to the professional life I have. And I want this guy to be able to see me through this transition period, not just know the person I am right now. Since he's so much older, he might be easy to judge me.
Yeah.
And also at the same time, the simplest thing I expect out of any relationship with any man is that person should be able to make me laugh.
Fair
What about you? I mean, you've been in a relationship for 4 years. Is anything out of what I said? Yeah. Does it apply?
Definitely. So when I started dating, so okay, let's give some context to how I started dating and how you met this person.
Sure.
Okay, so without being very obvious, it was my idea, Janvi's idea, to take Nisha along and my boyfriend to this river rafting expedition thing near Pune. And basically we went like full on, like as if it's Coachella, but really it was just not Coachella. And we stayed in this tent and we thought we were the shiz. And then we went for river rafting the next day. And it just so happens there's this guy on a river rafting boat that
Can you just call it a raft?
Well, I know I keep calling it rafting boat, but okay, fine, a raft. And he was sort of like looking at Nisha the entire time, but not in a creepy way, like in a just
very sweet way.
Who is this curious, weird person?
No, I was like a free soul in that raft.
Yeah, you just wouldn't listen to anybody. So like basically the rafting, what do you call him now? Yoda? I don't know. What do you call him? Rafting guru? I don't know what do you call him. Coach? I don't know what you call him. What do you call him? Sir? I don't know. Okay.
Sir. The rafting sir.
The rafting sir. So basically Nisha's there sitting up front on the raft and I was behind her. And we're going through rapids and stuff like that. So basically there's one time when you have to start rowing and there's one time when you have to stop. Like we stopped rowing. Otherwise we like clash into another raft or I don't know, fucking get deserted or something like that. But Nisha would not listen to anything. So if we're rowing, if we're told to row, we're rowing really hard. She's just sitting there doing absolutely nothing.
I would not listen to the rafting so because I've rafted enough number of times.
You rafted in a total of once in your entire
life. 3 times, Janhavi. That's enough.
Okay, if you say so. But she was just like, she was doing absolutely nothing. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm the one rowing
I was enjoying the river.
Yeah, and when you're not supposed to row because we're going way too fast, she'll start rowing like a maniac. And everyone's just like, what is wrong with her? And I'll be like, Nisha, stop. Nisha, please stop. No, she's not listening. So anyways, this this made a lot, like, it attracted the boy that saw her and everything. And then there was a point in time where we had to jump out of the raft. I don't know why, but like swim in the river and stuff like that.
And Janvi's boyfriend completely freaks out.
Yeah, he's hydrophobic, so for him this was like a huge deal. And
you're just adding this word hydrophobic and making it sound so fancy and normal.
Well, it is. He's scared of water. That's hydrophobia.
That's weird. You just have to say he's scared of water. Who is scared of water?
Well, he is.
Kind of weird.
Okay. All right. A lot of people are hydrophobic. Maybe some of our listeners are. Anyway, point is, he's sort of with me, like he's clinging on to me because I can't leave him because he might drown and stuff. And Nisha's nicely gone out, like swimming in the river, enjoying her. I don't even know what to say. Like, she was being really like. It's like, what is that? What is Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara?
It wasn't Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara for me, because Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara was about new experiences. But for me, it was really being secluded and.
Well, she was trying to be like a very secluded person, and the guy.
What do you mean I was trying to be? I like it, I enjoy it.
Okay, fine, whatever.
And I was inside the river, and I just felt like.
Yeah, this is getting really boring. Okay. Can I just rush into the thing? The guy sees her, follows her. Again, it's not creepy. I don't know how we find it so non-creepy, but yeah, he follows her in the middle of the river and he starts talking to her, and she's talking back and he's talking, and they basically like that for 30 minutes. And people have already gone into the raft, they're ready to fucking go, but they're still there in the middle of the river, just like talking. And he went with his work colleagues, and it was basically me, Nisha,
the story is becoming
my
too
boyfriend.
long.
I know it's getting really long, but the point is, she found love in a hopeless place, and and she started, and then she had the ballsy move, and I really respect that, to ask his phone number after the whole rafting thing. And then you guys, but she didn't have a phone because she's so cool, right? Like, she has no phone and all of that. So they emailed each other for a while, and now they're finally talking on the phone, and it's been 4 weeks. So yeah, this is her, and I had a very different. I mean, mine was very different. I met
Actually, I don't even know your story properly.
You know, you were there.
Yeah, but I never gave it so much attention.
Okay, thanks. But I met my boyfriend on Tinder.
Right.
And that was when Tinder wasn't so creepy. It was 2014. It was like an okay age. I mean, it wasn't weird.
It wasn't
and
so
I
weird.
was checking out other guys. I wasn't even giving too much power to my current boyfriend. But the thing is, exactly, the reason why I was attracted to him is because he made me laugh. Like, he was really funny. He was an introvert, but I don't know, the thing I see is funny and someone who has talent, and he really had talent. He's a really good writer.
But you were able to see his talent when he could not see his talent.
I think he sort of knew. Like,
he was still doing engineering, and
yeah, he was doing engineering, something he never wanted to do.
And now he is in a very happening workplace, and he's a writer.
Yeah, he's a writer now. But the point is, at that time, he used to just do it as a hobby. He had his own blog and everything, and he just showed me samples of what he did. And I really liked it, and I really respected the fact that he put himself out there. I don't care if people saw it or not, but he did put himself out there. So I could tell that he had talent, and he also wanted to do something in that.
Okay, so I have a question for you. Since I'm only 4 weeks into a new relationship, and I've not been in a relationship for a while, and also I really believe that I was in real shit all relationships before in my life. You have found the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you might not get married. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have that expectation.
But you're in the thing. You're at the right place with the right guy. So I want to ask you, what are good relationships made of? Is it about the amount of time you spend together? Is it about how much you understand or know each other? Is it about how many compromises you make for each other? Is it about same interests? I don't know. What is a good relationship made up of?
I think the good relationship is obviously good understanding between the two people. So I don't have the same interests as my boyfriend. I really don't. We have like poles apart sort of interests. Maybe the only thing we have in common is writing, because I also like to write. But that's only after he sort of cultivated that in me. Before that, I didn't even attempt to do that. So I feel like it's more like the outlook. We have the same ideology, but we have different interests and we do different things. But at the same time, we're together at some point. So I think comfort is the first thing that I look for in a relationship, like a common ground. With my current boyfriend, neither did I feel inferior, neither did I feel like I'm better than him. You know, like I was just like almost like he's my equal. Oh, I said almost, but like close enough to being my equal.
But is there anything like equal? I mean,
I don't know.
Is it just a feeling, or you can really measure each other and you know you guys are equal?
No, it's a feeling, man. It's a feeling at the end of the day. I've dated guys who I felt like, oh man, I mean, they're so cool.
So does it basically mean that you respect him for who he is and he respects you equally for who you are?
Yeah, almost like we didn't have to impress each other. You know, like we just I found him cool, he found me cool. There was no reason to impress each other with things.
But
and
come
stuff
on,
like
I
that.
gotta ask you this, okay?
Yeah.
I'm just beginning to get into a relationship and I'm almost judging everything that this guy says and how he lives and how he looks. And you know, right now I'm at a phase that I would need him to impress me a little bit, and I'm also trying to impress him a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, did you guys never have the need to impress
We
each
did.
other?
Okay, I'm trying to really look back at what we were. It wasn't like, oh, it was so simple that we just started talking and we're like, ooh, yay. No, we had like...
I was there. It wasn't like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
it wasn't like that.
It sparked into understanding instantly.
No, it didn't. There was so much that was not working for us, at the same time things that were working for us. So
Right.
the thing was, he was in engineering. And I'm not trying to like stereotype somebody, but like he had a girlfriend, but I don't know, he was just not very comfortable with me. I don't know why he felt that. I was in a college that was way different, and I was doing mass media and media communication, what the fuck you want to call it. So like, I don't think he quite understood me that well at that point in time. Like, there was a difference, you know. He felt awkward talking to me at some point. Like, I think he felt
Okay,
inferior.
but going back to the outlook part that you said,
Yeah.
because I think that is the underlying
that is
thing
what
of a good relationship, right?
Yeah.
So that is what matters basically.
Yeah.
So I really want to ask you, when you say outlook, it's so easy to say that we have same outlook or the same ideologies. What are those different aspects of this outlook that you're talking about when you say the same? What are those different things?
I think obviously, okay.
I mean, if I am looking for, what do I
Like
find out?
Okay, so our basic outlook on viewing relationships was pretty similar.
Which is?
Which is basically, we wanted someone that we could trust, that we could talk to very, you know, like have a bond, you know, like it wasn't something, see, it wasn't like, oh, we just hook up on Tinder and that's pretty much it, end of that. I think he was also looking for something more meaningful. I was also really looking for something more meaningful.
Alright, let's say the first thing is to check if both of you guys are on the same page
I think
when
it's
it comes
very
to looking
important
for
because, yeah.
what you want out of a relationship.
Yeah, and you know, to be fair, you can't really bring that up in the first conversation on Tinder. You can't be
Right.
like, oh, do you want to hook up or do you want to like stay with me? It doesn't make sense. You kind of judge and see how it goes. The first things first is, do you click? Is there a tiny little spark? Even if it's a tiny spark, try to cultivate it. Something
But
might
what
come
is
out of
very
it.
interesting for me is that your outlook has changed about relationship for both of you.
A lot.
Yeah, but it's grown together in some way. Like when you guys must have met on Tinder for the first time, both of your guys' outlook about a relationship must have been that it is not just about hooking up. And
Yeah.
now 4 years into the relationship, the outlook about relationship is, it might not be turning into marriage, but
Yeah.
definitely it is a real deal. You're seeing each other and you care about each other and you are going to help with each other's growth.
Yeah, absolutely. So the thing is, my boyfriend had a very good background. Like, he already dated a girl before for 4 years. So he kind of knew what happened. I don't know how close they were. I didn't really get into that. I, on the other hand, never really dated anybody. I wanted to, but it never worked out. Like, it ended up just being hookups, or I don't know. I've had very odd relationships.
That
as
is
well.
because you were from symbiosis.
Oh, great. Now tell them where I fucking studied also now, Nisha. Yeah, okay. That has nothing to do with it. I have nothing to do with it. It's just that I met strange people and I met also great people, but it didn't work out. So I wanted a relationship. I knew I wanted one, and he already had one. So he wasn't being creepy. He wasn't like, oh, show me your tits. It wasn't any of that. It was very normal. It was like, we're both at a point where we knew what we wanted and we're just flowing in the same direction.
It's so interesting. So the relationship didn't start with that sensual sort of attraction towards
like
each other.
obviously, like
I want to get inside your pants.
Okay, you need that as well. You can't just be like, oh, I want to.
You do.
Of course, you need
Yeah,
that.
you're not looking for a brother
I'm not
out
looking
of
for
Tinder.
a brother. I'm not looking for a brother out of Tinder. Like, it has to be flirty. It has to be fun. It has to be interesting. I don't know. I have this thing that I really want to know the person.
Okay, alright. Let's go back to the outlook.
I feel
part.
like we're talking a lot about me, and you're talking about outlook a lot. Why?
Yeah, because I think eventually, I really feel this podcast should be not just about our experiences, but it should be really about being able to draw what matters.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first part, I really wanted to be helpful for anybody who's hearing it. What are, let's say, 3 tick marks that they need to think about, and maybe try coming to understand if these are few things that match between the person who I'm dating and myself.
Okay.
Okay.
But then they have to be generic. Like it can't be so specific.
Yeah. So I think relationships, finding out what you're looking into out of a relationship is quite generic.
Yeah, it has to be. So, okay, I'll just list them really quickly so then we can talk about you because I feel like there's too much on me. 3 things. Again, same outlook, same idea. Like, how does he see does he see a future in his talent? Like, does he want to do something in it? Okay,
beautiful.
Is he professional? Does he care? Does he not care?
So are you saying that is he really passionate and driven?
Yeah, like I do like passionate and driven.
Because that is what you are?
No, that's not. Actually, that's not the reason why. If they really are passionate and driven about what they like, that means they care about themselves. And when they care about themselves, that means they have some sort of self-confidence.
So basically,
which is good for. I care about the person, right? So I don't care if I'm driven, he should be driven. Maybe not. Yin yang, whatever that crap is. But like, he needs to care about himself, you know.
Because you do care about yourself.
Yeah,
also, of course you do.
No, I kind of care about the person itself. Like, if I love the person, I want the person to care about.
But how is it the same ideology then?
Fair enough. Good point. I don't know. It's kind of like, yeah, in a way that
I'm sorry. Knowing you, I've known you for the past 6 years.
Yeah.
I can take the liberty of saying this, that I definitely know that you care about yourself.
I know. Look,
and you care about your future.
See, that's the thing, right? Like, I don't know. Right now, at this point of time,
you
I don't
may
really
be
care.
going through something in your career, which I think we should make another podcast around.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, but but you definitely care about yourself. I've seen you struggle. I've seen you.
I don't know.
You have something for yourself envisioned for the future.
I don't actually, but like, okay, it sounds, I know you're like holding your head like, damn it, I was just making such a good point. I'm trying to make 2 and 2 together, but honestly, at this point, I don't care. At that point, I really care. Like, I was really driven and I want to do this with my career and I want to do that and I love myself, I want to treat myself very well. Yeah, all of that was there then. Right now, I don't know whether things have just been very stagnant for me or I'm not doing enough. I don't know what my deal is. But right now, I can't compare now and then.
Let's go back to the outlook part.
Oh my god, can we move on to the outlook part?
No!
People must be like banging and like, fuck, bitch, stop. Oh, they must be doing shots every single time you say outlook. Like, I'm serious.
Then I think let's give them more shots.
Oh, okay.
Outlook. So first thing to look for is, what do you really want out of a relationship?
Okay, that and what you really want out of yourself. How do you view family? How do you view your friends? How do you view life? Are you the kind of person that is driven by money or are you driven by passion? Do you hate your family? Do you love your family?
Okay, I have a question for you. How much time did it take for you to outlook shot for you to understand how much he was in part with your thoughts?
My boyfriend wasn't even the only boy I was talking to. Like, I wasn't like, oh, I found my lobster. I don't know. They call this lobster. I don't know what they call it. Oh, this is it. No, I was talking to other guys as well. I wasn't even seeing. Like, I was just like going on dates and stuff like that. It wasn't serious. But this guy stuck because he made me laugh. And he was just kind and good to me. And I was very stressed out in college. Like, I had a lot of work. I know mass media, who has so much work? No, I had work. I was in mass media, but I had a fuckload of work. And I used to get stressed out. And I used to not stay with parents. I used to stay in the hostel with Nisha. So, like, I was stressed out.
Lucky you, by the way.
Okay. All right. That's another podcast about the gruesome.
How lucky Janhavi is really.
No, I mean.
How lucky was she to find Nisha?
I was lucky to have you because you wouldn't bother me as a roommate, but you were also fucking disgusting as a roommate.
Another
podcast.
topic. Okay.
But yeah, like, what was my point? I forgot. What was my point?
I think we should go back to me now.
Yeah, can we just go back to you? Okay,
let's do
back
it.
to 4 weeks. What do you want? What do you know so far? What do you know so far?
What do I know so far? I know his name. I know what he does.
Nisha,
I know where he stays. I know his routine also a little bit.
Sounds like a stalker.
Let me start with who stalked him first, okay?
He's not in the same city as her, by the way.
He's not in the same city as me, so we don't get to meet. And I'm really beginning to see that he's the kind of person who cares about life, you know.
Yeah, it's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Cares about himself, cares about life.
Who cares about his family?
Can we just check if this even is running? I'm very scared that we spoke so much and I'm really terrified. Why is your phone not? Are you?
It's on.
Okay.
It's on.
Oh my god. What is? Oh, 19 minutes. I thought like 1 hour. Okay, no. Sorry. Yeah, back to you.
Okay. So, I can see that this guy really cares about life. He cares about his family, and he, more than anything, every time I ring him up, and I'm finding it easy to ring him up. Otherwise, usually if you're with a guy, it's only been 4 weeks. You do not want to be the first person to make the call or text. But I'm finding it so easy to do it. But because every time I tried it, he was so comfortable, and even if he would be in the office or even around his friends, he would just take the call and say, "Oh, no, forget about them. Let me talk to you. Tell me what's up, what's happening." And most importantly, so I shared with him a few names in my life that mattered to me.
Including, I was in it, obviously.
Obviously, you were in it. You met with him, by the way.
Yeah.
But other people who he's not even met. And this guy was able to really... It became a trending topic. He would tell me that, what, if you're not finding a solution to this, why don't you talk to this XYZ person, because that person really cares about you. Yeah. He's not met that person, but he knows that person has some value in my life.
Yeah.
And I think that makes me feel like he's interested in more than just titties.
Yeah. He has not asked for titties.
He's not.
Nothing.
No, thank God. Hello, Johnny. No.
You have nice tatas.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I mean, the only thing that is making me a little scared and skeptical in this relationship, I think I have to put that forward, is also the fact that he's a few years older than me, and which is what I also appreciate, because I don't want to be with a guy who's my age. They are dumb. They're all about balls.
Exactly my age.
it took a while for him to grow up, right?
Yeah, I did. I don't know. Maybe it's like a biological thing.
Yeah, and also when you met him, you were also young. I mean,
you
were not in this place where you are right
when
now.
I met my boyfriend, then he was a child. I felt like he was a child.
You were not a woman either.
Oh, come on. I was much. There you go. No, it was a lot of nurturing. Like, it was a lot of work.
Oh, shit.
Dude, relationships, it is a lot of work. Like, and the thing was, I really liked him. I liked him more than
But
he
I'll tell you
likes me.
what. You are the kind of person, I remember when we met also.
Yeah.
You really took care of me, and you really helped me create my personality. And so I'm sure you must have helped Bleep create his own personality.
You can't say his name. You have to bleep this name.
Okay.
I need to at least keep his place.
Yeah. Going back to this relationship. So you are the kind of person who can nurture people. You are that person, especially people you really care about, not people in your workplace.
I like nice things about me.
But I am not that sort of a person. I don't want to have to nurture anyone. I want to have a relationship where somebody else is smarter, a little bit more mature than me, and who can take care of my highs and lows.
I completely agree, because so that's the thing, right? Nurturing is really hard. Like, it's really hard, and then you feel like, okay, have I just molded this person into a different personality, and I can't really see his true self again? Or
so true, right?
Or you get infuriated because you're like, oh, I've done so much work. Why can't he just change this stupid habit? Like, I did it before, didn't I? Why is it not happening now? Why is he done smarter now? Why doesn't he listen to me? Like, so there's a lot of it's not easy. Yeah. So when you're doing the groundwork, which is exactly what I did the groundwork, and he's aware of it and I'm aware of it, and a lot of work went into it, and till date, I like him more than I love him, or I like him more than he likes me, and that always bugs me out. And I always think it's because I sort of nurtured him, so he had it kind of easy. So I put a lot of work and a lot of love and a lot of that, and I think he had it pretty easy, to be honest.
But does that usually what happens? Is it what happens with men usually?
I mean, I know that. I don't know.
I'm sure that happened with my parents.
That's the thing, right? Because I think I'm a control freak. Okay, I've always been a control freak. I mean, you can tell it so if you ever entered the hostel, the room that Nisha and I was sharing, my entire side was like sparkling, clean, spit spot, not a single drop of anything. Whereas Nisha's side was it was completely bombarded.
I have to mention that.
There's a reason, there's a proper reason why. Like, it was so bad, Nisha would eat takeout on a plate, okay, and she'd forget about it, and she'll keep it maybe
I don't think this
it is
this
very necessary.
Needs
Now it's just here. Okay. She would put it behind a chair or something, and she'll forget about it. Like, I don't know how. She has fucking
Did we have a fucking chair?
We had a chair.
I never fucking got to sit on the chair.
For good reason. Okay, I'll tell you why. Because she'll forget about it, and then I think a couple of days later there's a stink in the room, and then I will just go looking, because I know Nisha's done something. She's like a dog, like she shat somewhere. So I'll go and I'll see a fucking green, blue molded plate full of crap, and I'm just like, why is this happening to me?
Why are we talking about this?
But we need to, because And we've thrown at least 10 plates. Like during the time.
You have still not been able to tell why we are talking about this.
Okay, right. Because exactly, I'm a control freak. You can see, like, I'm very neat. I'm not messy, I'm neat. I like things in a proper way.
You being a control freak has nothing to do with how I'm
no, it shows how I am with people who are the complete opposite, which is not very good at times because I boss over Nisha all the time and she listens to me, and that's different. But like with my boyfriend, it was so.
But I have to say this: I listen to you because I know you care. You are not disrespecting.
Well, tell that to my boyfriend because, oh my god, we've only been having fights. Like we fight a lot, but we also make up. But the point is, like, I find it really hard because
definitely your boyfriend doesn't need a mommy in you.
Yeah, but I am a mom and I've been struggling with this for a very long time. I wish I was like the vulnerable girl, like, you know, the babe in the woods who has no idea what's happening and be like, oh, I don't know anything.
Balls, you're not that.
I know I'm not, but I sometimes wish I was.
And if you were that, then Leap would not care to be with you.
I don't know.
He cannot handle that, I'm sure.
Sometimes I feel that if I was like that, then he would feel, I don't know, guys have this ego and weird importance that they need to like nurture. They want to nurture as well. I don't know why they want to do it, but they want to do it.
But you do let him nurture you.
I don't. That's the whole problem. I don't think so.
Does he try?
I don't think he tries because I think he's scared because like, I'm always like, oh, I know what I want to do. Like,
do you want to change that?
I don't know how to be that vulnerable. I don't know how to be like, oh, what do I do now? Oh, baby, I can't. Can you help me with this?
I don't think there's a right or wrong in a relationship, yeah.
I don't know. I just wish I wasn't so... Like, okay, tips for when you're starting a relationship, don't be so hands-on. Like, I was such a hands-on mommy with him that I think he's always going to be my son now. And it's just, like, too late to switch. And I just have to, like, deal with the fact that I've made this monster. And a sweet monster. I really do love him. But I don't know. It's just... I think, Nisha, you should just not get into it. And you're not getting into it. And that's really great. But I think I just liked him so much that I didn't want to let...
But I have to say that I like the fine balance of being a little bit vulnerable. I've always been a little bit vulnerable with people I want to connect with.
Yeah.
And also at the same time not be taken for granted. Not be a pushover.
Yeah, I know, man. Like, that's so good for you.
But don't you think that is how I am even with you?
You are a pushover with me. Like, I always bulldoze you.
No, but also, I mean... You cannot just disrespect me and walk over me, and you cannot just
like I haven't tried.
I have my own thing,
but I haven't tried also because maybe your presence is as such that okay, I will listen to you and yeah, you make sense. But also, I've never really tried. I think you have that. I think I'm not like that sometimes. Yeah, but that's good. Okay, new relationships don't get so involved. Let them make their decisions. Just watch from a distance. I've just never been able to do that because I'm a control freak and I'll always try to, it's just really fucked up.
Okay, so I think I want to bring this podcast to a closure.
Already?
Yeah.
I'm not done talking. Can we talk about something fun? I think this is really heavy.
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
Okay, let's do something stupid. Like, what's the first thing you notice when you see a guy? I don't know. Like, make it light. They want to come back and listen, right? They don't want to be like, oh, these aunties are just discussing about...
Listen, you're 24, not me.
You're 23. And
that's
you're going to be 24.
You're younger than 24.
Not a year.
Okay. Okay.
You just spat all over me.
I look for the height first thing.
Yeah, because you're tall.
Yeah, and I need the right build. So you should have broad shoulders so that I can really like put my head down.
I think Nisha's from a small town. She's from a small town, so she's always gonna be looking for this hunky man in the city. I think this is what it is. I honestly think this is what it is.
Maybe.
I don't know.
So what? You're looking for like a lanky sort of a...
I don't know. Like, okay, so...
wake up sit sort of a guy?
Wake up sit was Ranbir and he's not that shabby, but I don't like him. But he's not shabby. Like, wake up sit is not like a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean like he was like a doll.
How's he a doll? Okay, no. Anyway, I don't look at looks.
What is the first thing you look at then?
I look at... Fuck, can the person talk? Or is it just based on looks, like immediately?
Just the first thing. For example, you're at a party and a guy crosses.
Obviously I should. Okay, fine. So that way, I didn't meet him on Tinder. So, but he had a bio, and the bio was funny. So, okay, if I had to just look at a person, I think someone with kind eyes, like really nice, kind, sweet eyes. Not like
Charlie, I'm sounding like a bitch in this.
You do sound like a bitch. I'm glad you're realizing.
Okay, let me change my reputation.
No, you can't change it. You want a manly hunk boy. I was just
With
like,
broad shoulders.
I like people. Okay, I have a thing for beards. I do like a guy with a beard.
Oh,
I do.
Me too.
It doesn't bother me. I like it.
Yeah,
if it's
me
rough
too.
on my face, I fucking like it.
Yeah, I don't like guys who like total. I mean,
They
is that
look
again
like-
a very small town chick thing?
No, actually,
But
that's.
I don't want a fully
I
shaven
think this
guy.
is an aspirational thing for you to have like a bearded guy. Small town people usually. My God, I sound like a horrible person. Not that
You're
I'm,
a bitch.
Not that
Okay.
I'm from a big city. Okay, I am. Okay, but I don't know. I think I look for kind eyes. I think I look for a guy with a beard. Short. I've dated a lot of short people, and they.
Yeah, I can't handle that. I mean, guys need to be taller than you, yeah.
Okay, I do not want to say that it's a thing, but short guys do have huge egos. I don't know why. Maybe it's the people I met, but like I've dated a lot of short
Guys have huge egos, you're saying.
Yeah.
And your current boyfriend is
tall. Yeah, he just happens to be. Honestly, I was not looking at the picture and I wasn't going through all that. I just looked at the bio and laughed.
But I think another thing that I look for in any guy who I maybe start talking to,
Yeah.
the first thing I look for is if he's respectful to other people, like to a waiter or.
Yeah, of course. That's like, yeah, true.
And
true,
if he
absolutely.
respects traffic rules,
traffic
yeah,
rules.
if I'm driving around with him, I want to see. I do not want somebody who thinks too big
Oh
of
my
himself
God.
and not abide by any rule.
I dated this guy who drives so fucking fast and he would just like use his
like
cell
and play
phone.
those Punjabi songs. I can't handle that.
No, but he would like check his cell phone and he'd brake and he'd like light his cigarette in the car. Fuck, I think I broke up with him because I was like, I will die with him in this car. Like, I need to just end it now.
Tell me that might just because you only can drive at the speed of 40.
Yeah, that's true. And I never change gear. Like, I'm always on 1 or 2 because I'm scared to go on 3 because I don't think I know how to drive on 3.
Okay. Now I want to ask you one last thing, okay, before we end this.
Okay. Your tits are like right in my face.
And I can see your undies. I can
shit.
even tell the color of your undies.
Okay, stop it now.
What is up with us?
Stop it. Like,
Okay.
very close. Okay.
So I want to ask you this last thing.
Yeah.
If you, for example, had to be a love guru
Okay.
or a love sir, like you were saying,
love sir.
like the river rafting sir. If you had to be the love sir or the love madam.
Okay, so maybe like I own a whorehouse. Like, I'm not a madam.
Okay.
Or if I'm, okay.
So if you were the love madam,
Yeah.
what is one thing that you would say to anybody out there who's just begin using Tinder? Go for the bio or
Go for the bio.
first meeting or
If you're gonna swipe, okay, be aware of narcissistic boys that take pictures of them in front of the mirror and their fucking muscles and stuff, which probably was like years before. And like, do not go for narcissistic guys. Go for the bio that actually truly makes you see the person. If the person doesn't have a bio, which is due to laziness, which is basically me, I don't know why people swiped. I had no bio. See that it's someone fun and kind and is playing with a dog. Swipe because he has a dog. You never know. You're gonna play with the dog, so just go for the dog. I don't think that was very helpful. But go for the bio first, and if it has no bio,
then go for the dog.
go for the picture with the dog, or go for the picture where he has a lot of friends, so it doesn't look like he's a complete
Loner.
not loner. Loners are nice too, but doesn't look like he can't keep friends. Okay.
Okay.
And I think guys who are on Tinder, don't put pictures with like girls like all over you. It's just gonna make like a girl feel awkward about it. And don't put pictures of yourself like in front of a mirror. If you want to show your personality, show your personality. Like, I don't know, take a picture of yourself skydiving or something like that. Sounds very adventurous. Or I don't know, playing tabla. Anything that shows your personality. Do
Beautiful.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's my.
Not put your resume, right?
No, don't ever put your resume. Nobody wants to. Okay, yeah, it's interesting if you work somewhere like really, really cool, but don't do it anyway because like I feel that's too much of your privacy out. I mean, that's especially for girls. Don't put everything out there. You don't know who's a stalker. You don't know who's weird. Just put enough that it talks about you and your personality. And the pictures shouldn't be like with you and your best friend because like you can't tell which one you're swiping, and it's been very awkward.
Okay. Now I want to talk. Just want to end this by
Okay.
saying that you do not have to be on Tinder to find the right guy.
That's fair enough.
Because I have not found the right guy, but I found a guy inside a fucking river.
Yeah. Oh my god, really?
Yeah, out of nowhere, who swam towards me, and it was just magical.
I
And
really want to burp. Sorry. Yeah, go on.
and okay, and even if I do not end up being with him for I don't know
Whatever
how much ever
reason.
time, but
Yeah.
even if I do not end up being with him, I just trust that people can fall into your life out of nowhere if only you are just open and you're yourself, and they would see you. It's almost like being outside Tinder but having your bio and having just being real. And
Yeah.
I think somewhere something or the other clicks. So I kind of feel that it is okay to be on Tinder, which is great.
Yeah.
Be yourself even if you're there. And even if you are not there, do not fuss about it, because you will find somebody out there. There are millions and millions of people.
Yeah. But also don't like, you can't be in your house and then like shut yourself out.
You gotta go
next time.
out.
Yeah.
And
like-
do the kind of things that you'd like to do, because
Yeah.
only there you'll find people who also like the same thing.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Right?
Yeah.
Cool. So this is
You
Nisha.
You just
I just
played
made drums.
with my drums with my flab, but that's a nice ride. Do it again.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
I hope
So-
you enjoyed our podcast.
This is Nisha.
And this is Janhavi.
Thank you so much for listening to us.
And you will see us next week. Voluntary or involuntary, we're going to be posting. See you later.
Bye.